Okay, so our next opportunity is Speed Force. So as we all know that Speed Force is into servicing two wheelers, and in they are serving pan across pan India. So we have Mr. Raj Kishan from Speed Force. Thank you, Raj Kishan, for joining with us today. So help our audience, understand more about what Speed Force, offers, and what is the USP, that you offer to your franchisee partners.
So, let me just give you a small
Yeah.
gist. Normally, what happens whenever you buy a two-wheeler, the new two-wheeler, the
Hmm.
first 1 year is a princely ride because you got a coupon book on your hand, and then you get it serviced on a time base, 2,000 kilometers, 3 months, 4 months, 5,000 kilometers, like that. You get it serviced. Till
Right.
365 days, it's a princely ride. After 365 days, the 367th day, what happens is you don't have the book on hand because the book is
Hmm.
exhausted. So then
Hmm.
you have an apprehension within yourself that if you go to the brand for service, they take much time, and also their costing is too high. And then if you go to a street side garage, you never know whether they know the technology or not.
Right.
So you're not sure of the genuinity of the spares or the loops. This is where the customer turns from a regular servicing gentleman to a need-based repair. That is, unless a repair comes, you never approach a mechanic. This is the situation. Thereby, what happens? The longevity of the vehicle comes down, and there is a situation where unforeseen breakdowns occur. So to make these two things at par, we have created a medium between the street brand and the street side garage, a medium called Speedforce, which is a multi-brand two-wheeler service center. And this service center not only serves the services and repairs your two-wheeler on state-of-art equipment and well-trained technicians, but also gives you genuine spares and genuine oils, which is the most important thing. And then, of course, we take it further down to serve the customer in various other ways, like breakdown service,
Right.
pick up and drop, and all those things, and insurance claims, all these businesses. But our core competence is basically serving two-wheeler service, all models.
Got it.
Okay, great, sir, great.
Yes. So how do you, see the market potential of the same? Because, we have seen the growth and there definitely has been a lot of requirement. So how do you see yourself, going ahead and after 4 years, 5 years and more?
There's a lot of disturbance. I don't know where the disturbance is coming. A lot of disturbance going on.
Yeah, everyone, please mute your mic.
Yeah, I'd like to define Speed Force journey into two parts, if you don't
Yeah.
mind. So we started the journey in 2011. In 2017, we started franchising. So I would like to define Speed Force journey as pre-COVID and post-COVID. So
Please.
pre-COVID, that is exactly on March 19, 2020. March 19, 2020. This date is very memorable in my mind because 22nd we had a Janta curfew, 24th was lockdown, the whole country lockdown. So on March 19th, we opened our first branch in South India in Hyderabad, and that was our 45th branch across the world, across the country. In fact, I could tell you globe because right now we are global also. And since then, till date, today we are on 24th of July. We are opening our 138th branch tomorrow at Junaad, Gujarat. So right now we have got 138 branches in the country, and one come up in Nepal, and we're coming up with another four in Vietnam, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and Philippines. So this is in process.
Great, sir.
This is the structure. So why I wanted to tell you this is because prior to COVID, what had happened was people were reluctant to go to a service, or if even if they go to a mechanic, they used to sit there, get things done. Today the scenario has changed. People now don't want to go out of their house. They want to stay in the comfort of their house because you never know when the disease is going to affect you, where it is going to affect you. So
Yeah.
they want to sit at their home, send their vehicle to the workshop. So at that situation, genuinity plays a very, very vital role. And Speedforce has created that genuinity because we are a DMart of all the needs that a two-wheeler needs. Yeah, as it is given here, it is 9 crore vehicles that have been sold
Yeah.
uh, since 2000 up to 2019, because 2020 the vehicle sale dropped to a very drastic extent because of around 6 months we were loitering between lockdowns and workouts, so it did drop there. But even in 2000 till 2019, 9 crore two-wheelers is a big thing. This I'm not considering. I'm just considering 6 years old two-wheelers. There are earlier two-wheelers also. So two-wheeler has been a very integral part of every average Indian life. So 9 crore two-wheelers means 36 crore services due every year. That is at least 3 months one service. So I think that's a big ample business out there, be it a small town or a village or a tier one, tier two, wherever you are, there is a two-wheeler, and wherever there is a two-wheeler, there is a service center needed, and wherever there is a service center needed, Speed Force is there.
Superb.
All the very best for your new launch.
Nicely said, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, as we speak about these franchises, when we move ahead, there is definitely in the service industry, especially, there is a lot of support and training which is being provided to the franchisee partner. So, we'll switch to the next slide, wherein we have these couple of support systems that is being provided from Speed Force in terms of marketing, training, branding material, tools and equipment. So, how do you exactly support your franchisee partner since they get onboarded, till they are part of the process as well?
So before I talk anything about this segment, I need to give
Maybe you can mute your mic.
Yeah, I need to give a couple of instances which will support the statement which I'm making right now. So as I told you, we started ideating since 2011, and right now I told you where we are also. The basic thing is 97% of my franchisees are out of automobile field. They are either into business or just out of college or whatever it is, but they are not from the automobile field. So 97% of them, mind you. And 42% of them have started their second franchise in the first 6 months of starting their regular business. So this is the way we have done. The basic thing why I was trying to tell you is, in spite of not being from the automobile segment, you will be able to function very well because the support we offer is awesome. So we give you the entire tools and equipment that are required to repair a two-wheeler. Okay. And the training that is required is also given to all the technical team. The branding material, Manato, the internal showroom graphics or the front fascia from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Actually, today we are opening our first outlet in Jammu and Srinagar. So from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, I can proudly say, wherever you see Speed Force, the system is the same, the brand fascia is the same, everything is the same. So you have that feeling of linearness to walk into a Speed Force showroom. So that's the branding. Then the stationery. Stationery, we have worked really hard on the stationery. Along with our product development, we have worked on the stationery, taking into very intricate points that are need to be covered by the workshop owner to the customer. So everything is designed, customized, and we give you everything in as a bundled offer. Then, of course, the marketing kit, canopy, leaflets, promotional material. Our people will come and we put up shows at various franchise locations and start the marketing. The software, it's an end-to-end CRM, ERP solution along with mobile apps for your customers also. So this takes care of your inventory, it takes care of your workshop monitoring, it takes care of your billing, and it takes care of your attendance. The entire thing it takes care. So why I told you that within first 6 months the franchises 42% have opted for the second franchises because they've understood that the modus operandi or the SOP is so well designed that it could function autopilot. So then the training, as I told you, we give you a very solid training because the strength of our management team is 4 of them have got nearly 40 years of experience individually. That is 160 years of cumulative experience in automobile industry, and the rest 5 of us, we have got around 30 years of experience. That's about I think 150 if my mathematics are right. So 150 years of cumulative experience of understanding the customer and customer behavior. So all these 9 members have brought in great value addition that makes the entire training, the entire SOP in a streamlined way. And training, Speed Force never charges you any time for training. It is always free of cost till my logo is on your banner.
So it's a 360-degree support, Raj, that they are getting.
Absolutely 360-degree support. I'll tell you, it's a selfishness why I'm supporting the franchise. I'll tell you why. Because if the franchise is not able to repair or if it is not able to sustain, then there's really no point of having a Speed Force outlet there. So this is very important for me, that to see that the franchise has the capacity to satisfy the two-wheeler needs, and he is sustainable, he or she. I'm not gender biased. So because we got women entrepreneurs also. Our Bangalore franchise, Madam Lakshmi Gowda, is a woman entrepreneur. So we have got women entrepreneurs also. I just said, so we support them in such a way so that they sustain and they support us back.
Yeah, so Raj, we have got one question related to training that Saiba has asked. Management seems good, but how do you make sure that the workers are properly trained for serving? So do you have any checklist?
Yes, we have 21 checkpoints. So what happens is, if I just hire a mechanic for you and leave it to you, he will be able to do 3 vehicles, 4 vehicles, that's it, and he'll say, I'm tired. So no, we have a special SOP. As I told you, everything has an SOP. Once the vehicle comes, what it has to be done, when it has to be loaded on the ramp, when it has to go for washing, when it has to, what is the pre-delivery inspection, everything is streamlined. Of course, I can't discuss much on right now because the time duration is also low, and the secrets also are not to be let out unless I get a franchise meet. Yeah. So all these things are so well designed, and we have specific technical heads sitting at various nook and corners, like for the Western India, Northeastern India, Northern India, Southern India. For the Southern India, we have one technical chief sitting at Bangalore. So these people are well trained with our SOP, and they translate or rather copy the same to the trainers. And it's not a one-time, as I told you, it's not a one-time affair. We have repeated audits. We have admin audit, we have marketing audit, and we have training audit. Every 3 months, 4 months, we make a circular map, and the technical heads and different people travel to different places and try to teach what is the latest development.
Yeah. So yes, I hope you have got the answer. So if you are interested in taking up the franchise, you can please share your contact details so that we can discuss in detail regarding the opportunity.
Yes. Okay. I have one question, sir. This is it's a common question which will be asked to me. Okay, what happens here is that whenever we discuss about this type of franchisee for multi-brand two-wheeler service station, one question I'll be always getting from my franchisor is that, see, we'll be hiring one mechanic today. Okay, so he will be working for 2-3 months. Okay, suddenly he feels that I don't want to work, and tomorrow he will not come to the garage. Okay, at that time, how to manage the things, and how will be the employment or the support from your end, sir? Because this is one major question which will be asked to everybody. As you were in initial discussion, you were telling that, okay, we have people from non-garage background or mechanical background. Okay, if that is a case, if that the person who left the working time, and tomorrow there are 5 to maybe 20-25 vehicles also, how to manage? And that is the biggest question. If you can answer this question, there will be a lot of people who will be very much interested to take this franchisee.
Yeah, firstly, let me tell you one thing. 20-25 vehicles is just out of the question. Let's not be in dreams. Let's come to the reality. Okay. So your question of hiring people, we have three answers for it. One is hiring people. We hire 3 people for every unit. That is a senior mechanic with 2.5 years of expertise, and a junior mechanic with 1.5-2 years expertise, and third one is a helper. So these people are so trained in such a way, it is a phase-wise training. What happens is, at some point of time, the helper will escalate into a second-grade mechanic, and the second-grade mechanic will escalate into a first-grade mechanic. This is one process that we do. The second thing is, most important, is exhaustion. Normally, mechanics get tired. Exhaustion, because of exhaustion, they leave the job. But the exhaustion level is down because we have a variety of SOP operations that need to be done, that will be taught to the franchise. Third most important thing, they are made to understand that from a normal background, now they've escalated into a corporate atmosphere as a corporate employee. There's an exclusive motivation training that's been given to the franchise, to the team, and there are some guidelines to the franchise on how to deal with the team. So this is what is happening. And in case, as you had asked me, and in case there is a sudden change of recruitment, from today somebody drops and tomorrow somebody joins. As I told you, the training is a continuous process. So whenever such a thing happens, we do take care. Then the most important thing is, not all repairs can be done by everybody. This is one basic thing, is very, very important to be understood. Not all repairs can be done by everybody. Sometimes you get stuck. So we advise all our franchisees to have CC cameras. They can get in touch with the technical desk who will guide them on step-by-step process as to how to get that vehicle repaired out. So it's an end-to-end operation that's been taken care by the management, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much for this knowledge, sir.
Yes,
So now, yeah, let's get into the slide. I think show me the money. Yeah, actually, the money is everywhere. You need to have the net to catch it, because service industry is such an industry that money is everywhere. Okay, now let's see. Let's take an average. What the industry standards say. Industry standard says that a minimum average bill (MAB) for any two-wheeler is about 1,000 rupees. That's the minimum. It could be 800, it could be 1,500, but 1,000 rupees is a minimum average bill. And I think in Bangalore it is more, but let's consider 1,000 rupees. We are pan India, so our consideration 1,000 rupees. In this 1,000 rupees, the quadrant is 40, 20, 40. So the 40% goes towards repair and service. That goes to the franchise himself, and 20% towards oil, and 40% towards spare. This 20 and 40 are procured from sources which we tell you, which are original equipment manufacturers and direct distributors. So what happens is you gain a margin of 10 to 55% in the 60%. So considering a 30% break even that you get on an average, so that's 180 rupees. So every billing of 1,000 rupees, 600 rupees is your take home. And we have worked out all the things that say we look for a space anything between 350 to 450 SFT. And then the three mechanics all put together, it's around 40,000-60,000 rupees approximate costing. So if you are able to do 4 vehicles, which is very, very easy, because we supply you with 2 Rams, 4 vehicles is a normal thing. You'll reach that position in around 0 to 6 months. People have reached it in 3 months itself. In fact, I have opened a branch in Barampur. Not even Barampur, it is known as Chudia Lunch, and it has got only 700 houses. Mind you, it has got 700 houses. Today, every day, my franchise is doing on 4th this month we opened. Today, every day, they are doing around 10 to 15,000 rupees. You can ask me, 700 houses means approximately 350 vehicles. How are they able to do? Because they have got 80 villages surrounding this place. This itself is a village, and it has got 80 villages, and almost all the villages have to trespass this place and go towards the other. They have to crisscross. So they are doing around 5 to 7 vehicles every day, and approximately 10 to 15,000 rupees a day. So this is one in a rare case, but normally what we say is if you're able to do 4,000 rupees a day, that is 4 vehicles, approximate 30 days is 1,20,000, and 60% is yours when you make the coverage for the entire expenses that your OPEX that happens.
Right. So we have covered on the financials, and they have got an idea that 7.5 lakh is the investment, and definitely we have discussed about the growth.
Yeah, 7.5 lakhs plus GST, ma'am.
Plus GST.
ROI. Yes, Raj, I want to know about the ROI also. Pranav has this question.
So we say the break even will be there from 6 to 8 months is the break even time. People have achieved it earlier, but pan India, as I look at, I foresee 6 to 8 months is the right time for you to achieve the break even. And because from the 4th month, the marketing starts rigorously. Initially, the first 3 months is a learning curve for all the franchises. As I told you, 97% are out of the automobile industry. So they need to acclimatize themselves with the workshop, with the various things that are required. And from the 4th month, we'll start the marketing. And we feel 4th month to 1 year, we will be doing the marketing depending on the potential of the area. So we feel that the break-even will arrive by 6 to 8 months. And your ROI, return on investment, or whatever reaping on the investment will start from 18 months. And within 36 months, the entire investment will be recovered. We give you a challenge for that.
Got it. So there is this person who has joined, Amit CS. So he has a question that how do you support in employee hiring? So what kind of support?
So we have 3 types of hiring methodology. One is you search the local people, because local people are the most reliable people, and we are not looking for 5 years, 10 years also. We don't want that much experience, because a tree cannot be bent, but a plant can be bent. So we look for about 2 to 3 years of expertise for the first person, 1.5 to 2 years of expertise for the second person, and we will be teaching them. We will be taking the interviews, hiring them on your behalf, and we will be training them on your behalf. That's one type. Second type is we have a database of employees. Suppose if they are in your area, then it's okay. If they're a little far away, then you need to bear their expenses to come and go. And further, you need to pay them their salary plus an accommodation and food allowance. The third type is we have a national agency. We are tied up with a national agency, which would also give you mechanics. In all the three cases, we will be interviewing them, hiring them, and training them as per your needs.
Got it. Perfect. So I hope Amit has got the answer for this question. So we'll switch to the next slide, and they would definitely have this question like, what is the process of appointing these franchisees? Like once they agree to move ahead, how do you help them set up everything and then start the franchisee work?
So I think the process flow is all here. Let me not go through the entire thing, but I will tell you in just what happens is normally you fill the application form and you say you are going to mark this place is yours. So you lock the geolocation by paying ₹1,00,000 plus GST, which works out to 1,18,000 rupees. So immediately what happens is there is an analytical team that works on the location. They work on three parameters of the location. One is the weather condition in that location. Second is the strata, that is the status of the location. It is a middle high income group or middle income group, which is the population's economical status. Third is the brands that are operating and the models that are operating. These three things give us an understanding as to what the spares would be, what would be the regular repair that would come to the mechanic, what would be the costing of our competitors. Third, what is the spare requirement required for that initial setup? So with this analytics, we take it forward, and of course after that, we immediately after the application, we send a letter of intent. The back-end analytics happens. Then we get a welcome call. We get into a welcome call where all our various departments come to the call and talk to them and schedule the list of activity that we need to perform and they need to perform, and the list of payment schedules. All these things are discussed and a table is set up and passed on to both of them. And we strictly adhere to the table and then go ahead with that.
Okay, perfect. So I hope, they have got a very clear picture. To all the business seekers have got a very clear understanding of how the franchisees, how will they be appointed once they get associated. And definitely, like how we have discussed, it's one of the very emerging opportunities. And like you know that, till today, they are at the opening of 138th franchisee outlet. So definitely we see the growth. And yes, considering investment and all the details, I think this is one of the best opportunities and at a very feasible investment that they can look up to. So thank you, Rajkishan ji, for being part of this session and giving an insight into sports and what we offer. So any message to the business seekers who are looking to invest in a speed course and are still thinking about it, whether to move ahead or not?
Well, actually, I don't have any message for the people, but what I say is we're looking for people with passion. People who have passion for the automobile industry is fine. And we want younger blood to take it so that their ideologies are different. It becomes a learning experience for them in front also. Because younger blood comes in, they will start telling us how things are happening. Because ultimately, nobody knows Rajkishan in that particular place. They only know these people, the representatives of Speedforce. They are the brand ambassadors, and they are our ears and eyes. So we get to know what's happening. We try to amend ourselves because we are the oldest management with the youngest heart to keep abridging and value adding to this entire setup.
Correct. Super. So thank you, Rajkishan ji, and I hope we would get all the requirements from the business seekers, and we would address the same to you. So thank you for being part of this session, and we'll see you in the next very soon.
Thank you, Raj.
Thank you, Raj. Thanks for your time also.
And the host, thank you.
All the best again for your new opening, new launch.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Raj.
Yes, so we have, we'll move to our next opportunity.
Yeah, that is, before that, I would like to address our viewers, Kritika. So let me address our viewers first.
I think we can take those questions in the Q&A round and we can address those questions. We can
do that. Just welcome them. Yeah, we can do that as well.
Okay, so Kamran Ahmed, thank you for joining. There's a Nabila Komal who has joined with us. Thank you, Nabila, for joining with us. There's Saiba Banu who